So, last week we have studied about that taxonomy of learning and how to write the outcome. Maybe it is a course outcome, maybe module outcome, maybe unit outcome, or maybe you can say that a training outcome, maybe a workshop outcome. So, the statement how to write an outcome of a anything, any event. You can say the program, maybe a workshop, maybe a training program, or maybe a course, or maybe a module, or maybe a lectures. Here we discuss about the entire curriculum design based on outcome based principle. So, it is not that only course outcome. Here we will discuss about the how to design the entire curriculum in outcome based manner, and also I will discuss how we use that curriculum in teaching learning process, which can improve the student engagement, which can improve their skill, which can allow continuous improvement in curricula, which can allow self learning, which can allow how to do in large classroom teaching. Okay? So, let us start with outcome based curriculum design. Generally all my example will come from engineering side, but this can be applicable to other discipline also. Since that NBA, that accreditation which we discussed in the first week will be applicable to after 10 plus 2 4-year degree program, 4-year more than 4-year degree program. So, we consider that only, because curriculum is also required accreditation parameters. Means how you design the curriculum, it is not true that okay, so there is some expert will sit together and decided, oh, this should be the curriculum for BTech program. It is not true. So, curriculum is directly related to your accreditation. Curriculum directly related to your assessment and evaluation. Curriculum directly related to your evaluation matrix. Curriculum directly related to your attainment of course goal. When you certify somebody that attainment of course goal, or attainment of program, or attainment of institute mission and vision. So, curriculum is not alone part. You cannot say those are the topic required for a BTech program. You cannot say those are the topic. You have to justify why that topic should be included in your program, and what is the need of that topic, and what kind of skill will be developed on that topic, and how this skill will be used in the society or industry. So, outcome based curriculum design will facilitate all those requirements. So, I will show you one picture which I showed in that first week also. If you see this picture, there is an industry expert who are the, you can say that let us assume that all the production what I produce here as a graduate or undergraduate program output all are employed in industry. Everything considered as maybe academic institute, maybe a social body, or maybe a company, maybe a let us all together called larger industry kind of things. Okay? So, what should be the program structures? If you see the slides, first I said academic institute, and every academic institute must have a mission and vision, or vision and mission. Vision and mission. Then program educational outcome PEO. So, mission vision statement of the institute, then institute runs several program, maybe BTech computer science, BTech electrical engineering, MTech database engineering, all kinds, all are several programs are running. So, every program has a program educational outcome of the program, or sometimes we call program educational objective. I can say what kind of skill set you want to develop under this program. So, a company industry can say okay, in this program this kind of skill is developed. So, I can take the students from that program which will fulfill my requirement. So, program educational objective or outcome. Why I say objective and outcome both the terms? Here objective means only instructional objective, which is specific, measurable and achievable. Once your goal is specific, measurable and achievable, it becomes outcome. Okay. So, program educational outcome or objective will be fulfilled by program outcome. So, there is a difference between program outcome and program educational outcome. I will explain those difference. Program outcome will be derived by the accreditation requirement. If I say this program will produce a 4-year graduate engineer or undergraduate engineer or let us BTech engineers, then how do I measure the program? The parameter matrix for measurement of the quality measurement of the program will be derived by PO. So, PO will come from the accreditation requirement. What I said? Accreditation is only to find out, or you can say the accreditation is the purpose for measuring the quality of the program in objective manner and ensure that program maintain the minimum quality requirement. It never said that it will you can say improve the program quality. It only said that it will ensure that program maintain the minimum quality required. Okay. So, that will derive from that accreditation and that is called PO, program outcome. And once a set of program outcome is taken for a particular program, then I call program specific outcome. How many POs are there in case of engineering education or Washington Records or NBA? We have 12 PO after 10 plus 2 4-year or more than 4-year program. So, 12 out of 12 PO, if you see, first one is solving ability, analyzing ability, design ability, testing ability, synthesis ability, all are domain dependent ability. Design ability is not that a civil engineer will have a design ability to design an AC machine. A civil engineer, a electronics engineer do not ask to design a bridge. So, that is not. So, design ability, analyzing ability, solving ability, testing ability and modern tools and uses, which is called synthesis ability, all are depends on domain. So, when this 5 is written for a particular program, then I call program specific outcome. So, when you write a program specific outcome, you have to see that these full 5 IPOs are fulfilled. Now, you can say another dimension also in program specific outcome, dimension is the strength of the program. So, you may say there is a lot of institute A, B, C, D, E, F, all institutes are there. Everywhere there is a program called computer science and engineering, or everywhere there is a program called electrical electronics engineering. Now, is all electrical electronics engineering that PSO are same? No, not at all. So, depending on your strength of the program, maybe institute A has an electronics department who has a very good facility for microwave engineering. So, their design, synthesis or analysis, those ability will towards microwave. So, industry who are working in the microwave, they will come to that institute and take those students. Some institute may be very good on VLSI design. So, their design emphasis and test model tools uses emphasis will be given to the VLSI. So, the VLSI company will come and take them. So, when you write a PSO, it is you have to think in mind there is a 5 dimension as per the matrix of the NBA or Washington Records, or you can say the accreditation matrix. Within 5 dimension, find out your strength, find out your ability and write down the PSO. Okay? Okay. Now, we come to the from beginning. I have not explained that mission and vision. So, again I come to the mission and vision statement. So, what is mission and vision statement? Is it that all institutes should have same mission and vision statement? Is it true that all institutes have same mission and vision statement. Now, if you take NBA document, 10 NBA document randomly if you select, and if you find out the mission and vision statement, you see almost all are equal. Everybody said, I will produce a graduate engineer who will be excellent researcher, excellent academic track record, and excellent you can say the citizen of India country. Is it mission and vision statement? So, what is mission statement and vision statement? Mission and vision statement, I can say the vision is a futuristic statement that the institute or department would like to achieve over a long period of time. So, vision means what institute want to produce, okay? And what is mission? Mission statement are essentially the means to achieve the vision. So, every institute there will be a vision that I want to be, and how you want to be is called mission. So, vision and mission statement. So, now you can say, is it true that all institutes have the same vision and same mission? Is all institute right that I will produce a engineer who will be excellent researcher, or who will be excellent citizen of India, or blah kind of thing, same thing? That is a very simple example, that suppose you said, oh, my institute follow the Oxford syllabus. Has that institute become Oxford? My institute follow the MIT syllabus. Is that institute become MIT? Institute A said, I follow the IIT syllabus. Is institute becomes IIT? So, the quality, you can say the institute depends on its input, its resources, and your reason why this institute is created. Think about that. Why you create this institute? If it is true that mission vision statement is same for all, then instead of writing a mission vision statement by the institute, MHRD can write a mission vision statement and supply to all institute. This is your mission and vision statement. It is not done. Why it is not done? Because every institute is created for a specific reason, or specific to fulfill the specific requirement. So, suppose institute A is created to produce manpower for local industry, very nearby industry, whatever is there, let's the software industry. So, if institute is created only for that, then why that institute will write that my vision and vision is that I will produce an excellent researcher. I should not write that. I only write I will produce an excellent engineer or software engineer who can take up the skills, who can take up the challenges of those industries. I should not write that I will produce an excellent researcher. Many institutes say, sir, we are also producing engineer, some of our students do excellent research. I am not saying that is not the business. Think about what is your intention to produce. There may be some spike in everywhere, maybe some student, marvelous students who can do research in future very good. There may be a very entrepreneur, somebody can produce one or two students of institute can a very good successful entrepreneur, but it is not true that the institute vision is to produce a successful entrepreneur. Institute vision should be written on the basis of why this institute is created. Okay? So, once you write down your vision, then think about how you fulfill the vision. So, instead of writing a sentence which is universal truth, like the chili is hot is a universal truth. So, everywhere if you see every NBA document, mission and vision statement, we will create an excellent researcher, we will produce a good citizen for India, like that, instead of liking that, first you think at the end of all program output, or you can say that at the end of the program output, your maximum students where they go. That means, what is the purpose for creating that institute? If your purpose for producing engineer for the local software industry, then never write that mission and vision statement is to produce a high-end researcher. For example, let us say IIT can say in mission and vision statement that I want to produce a researcher who will take care about the technology which will come in next 20 years. But it is not true for any other engineering colleges like A, B, C, D, who are only created to produce a manpower for. So, you have to require setup, you have to require resources, you have to require manpower, you have to require good set of teacher, and also your input. The student intake must be very good to producing a research engineer. So, based on your intake, based on your available facility, based on your teacher strength and based on your intention, you have to write your vision statement. And to fulfill that vision statement, you have to write mission statement. For example, I have written create a high quality engineer professional for industry and dot dot dot. So, what I said, why I said dot dot dot, because I have not survey, I am not writing a particular mission, vision statement of a particular institute, because survey data is not available to me. So, first survey what kind of output you want to produce for whom. Survey what is they required. Then think what you can produce depending on your intake, depending on your facility, depending on your faculty. Then you write down the mission statement. So, what is mission statement? Is that actually it is how you produce that vision or how you achieve that vision. So, let us example 2 to deliver. So, if my mission is to produce a quality R&D engineer who can take up the advanced research, then mission will be to deliver quality academic program based on state of art R&D to produce high quality R&D professional. If my mission is produce an engineer for the industry, offer a well balanced program of instruction, practical experience and opportunity for overall personality development to create professional for industry like such and such and such. So, depending on your requirement, depending on your resources, input, faculty, all you write down your mission and vision statement. Okay? Then again I come to the program educational outcome. How do I write program educational outcome? It is there in the slides. I am not reading the slides, program educational outcome. I am not reading the slide, I just explain it and then you can see the slides. So, what is program educational outcome or program educational objective? Suppose Institute A offer a program called BTech in Computer Science and Engineering. Institute B also offer a program called BTech in Computer Science Engineering. Are these two program educational outcome will be same? If it is all across the country, all engineering college has same outcome, then why separately I have to write the NBA document for particular department of a particular institute? Immediately can write an NBA document and give it to you. Please develop this. So, program educational outcome or objective also depends on your mission and vision statement, and also once you write down the mission and vision statement, then you have to think what kind of program is also required to support my vision. So, suppose I said I will supply manpower for software industry, then I my program educational outcome, I have opened a, none of the my program is computer science and electronics and electrical. I opened a all program are civil, metallurgy, chemical, all those things. Is it support the vision? So, what kind of program you will run, that also depend on the vision and mission. And once you run the program, what should be the program educational objective or outcome, that also depends on mission and vision. Institute A, he write down his vision is to produce manpower for local industry, and he has a computer science program, and he write down in program educational outcome, the all the engineer will becomes a very good researcher in field of computer science, they can take care advanced challenges, they will design all kinds of advanced computer science problem. Then it is like a statement, that is your expectation, that okay, everybody has to become say very honest, not everybody has to be like this. So, it is an ideal kind of statement. So, program educational outcome or objective depends on also what kind of manpower department is produced, what kind of manpower program is produced. Instead of department, I can say program is produced. So, you can say Institute A computer science program, Institute B computer science program, let us say two program, but their program educational outcome will be different, because Institute A may say, I will produce an engineer who will take research in computer science. Institute vision is that. Institute B may say, I will produce an engineer who will supply the manpower for the local industry. So, the two PO will be not same. So, how do you write down your PO? First decide, let us take, you have a, your college is established and you have run let us 5 years program, you have already completed. Think about, in my opinion, you can survey that what are the maximum employability of your student, means which of the industry take maximum students of your program. Suppose program A of Institute B or Institute A program computer science, he found that 70% students are employed in application software industry, 20% are business analytic kind of banking financial industry, and 10% is taking research or you can say the higher study. Now, how do you write your PO? So, what is your program basically designed to supply manpower for local industry. So, if I write down the so my local industry, the requirement has to be fulfilled. So, what do? You take a survey on the local industry, find out what kind of skill they are required. Am I produce those skill in program educational outcome? So, write down, take a survey, find out the requirement skill of that industry, then put them all requirement and write the gist is the program educational outcome. So, I will show you in the slides. So, how many program outcome I should write? So, it is said that PO should be consistent with the mission and vision of the institute. The number of PO should be manageable. I cannot write 10 PO, 20 PO. PO should be achievable by the program. PO should be specific of the program, not too broad. PO should be based on the needs. Okay? And PO of Institute A and Institute B not same, it should be different, unless you can say, okay, everybody following IIT syllabus. So, every institute becomes IIT. So, I cannot say every institute PO is same. If it is same, then every institute is same or every program is same. So, PO should be depend on mission vision, PO should be written what kind of quality manpower you want to produce by your program and where they will be employed. Okay? Then come to the program outcome. I already explained what is program specific outcome. So, program outcome is nothing but a 12 dimensional measurement parameter of accreditation. Based on that 12 dimension, you have to write, some of them are domain dependent and some of them are domain independent. So, domain independent will be as it is come from that dimension, and domain dependent PSO, program specific outcome, has to be written down. So, there is a 5 domain dependent PO. Based on that 5 dimension, you write down your 5 PSO depending on the strength of your program. So, that is why I say, suppose electronics PSO of Institute A, the program is Electronics and Telecommunication Engineering. Institute B also program Electronics and Telecommunication Engineering 4-year BTech. Their PSO may not be same. Institute A Electronics department may be very good in microwave. So, their PSO will be inclined towards microwave, and Institute B may be very good in embedded system. So, their PSO should be inclined towards embedded system. But in 5 dimension, I cannot say I have only 1, 2 PSO. 5 dimension: solving ability, analyzing ability, design ability, testing ability, modern tools users ability. Okay? Then 5 PSO and 7 PO. You consider, you can take 7 as it is from that matrix, 12 dimensional matrix, and add 5. So, 5 plus 7, 12, you can say PO. On an average, it is PO. 5 are PSO, domain specific, 7s are domain independent PO. And those has to be achieved by either offering a course or teaching learning process. What I said during that accreditation, the challenge of today teaching is that while you are teaching a domain dependent course for a development of a particular PSO, can we ensure that domain independent outcome which is required for the program is also developed? Design ability. I can teach design ability offering a course. Suppose I write down for a design ability of electronics engineer, analog system design ability. I can offer a course on analog electronics, where I can say my course will support the develop the design ability of the students in analog electronic circuits. But can I say that my course also develop some of the domain independent outcome which is required, like ethics, communication skill, lifelong learning, teamwork, those things? So, that is why I said the course outcome, teaching learning process together will fulfill the PO. So, I can say largely this is PO, 7 domain independent, 5 domain independent, 5 plus 7, and those will fulfill by the offering a course outcome and teaching learning process. Okay? So, teaching learning process, course outcome together will contribute to the PO, 12 PO. And in my curriculum design, it is not only the course outcome, the course has to be brought down in a different level, module, unit, I will show in the next slides, and you have to develop the entire course in outcome based curricula to justify that your course is supported the course outcome. Okay? And then you can say evaluation is based on the course outcome and you justify the result. Okay, 70% confidence means 70% outcome of that course is attained by the students. So, I will talk about CO PO mapping, PO CO mapping based on this principle. So, at the end of this week there will be a lectures, CO PO mapping, PO CO PO mapping, all kinds of mapping business based on the logic. Now, where will industry, as I said, the industry is not only the industry, whereas industry may be who employed your students. Your students who maybe work in an academic, industry, on a local society, maybe the social stack, social network, wherever, all are together you call industry. Now, when you design a today, what you see? Expert committee design a curricula. That curricula has to be followed by everybody. You may say that expert committee consists of 5 people, 1 from industry, 1 from academic, maybe. But can I justify this skill set is sufficient for this program and it has to be followed by every program wherever the country it will run? So, a active feedback from industry is required. So what I required? Every course outcome must be commented by industry. What is the course outcome means? Course outcome actually develop the skill which is required by PO. So, when you write down the PO, what is PO said? Cognitive level and complexity. So, complexity depends on the institute, but cognitive level has to be achieved by that program to maintain the minimum quality. Now, suppose some institutes say the complexity is so low, industry may say for a BTech engineer this kind of low complex problem is not appropriate, better you go to this. For example, suppose you are teaching a course on data structure and algorithm and you are producing engineer who will be work in a CTS, TCS or application software company. Once you write down the outcome of your data structure and algorithm, a company then and there can comment that this kind of skill whatever you mention, maybe cognitive level is high, complexity is very low. So, you have to increase the complexity and the cognitive level is very bad. So, you change that PO, or you can say this kind of concept which you have discussed in your CO obsolete from the market. So, active collaboration between industry and academia is also important while you design your outcome based curricula. I will show you how this can be done using a framework software which is developed by IIT Kharagpur. Okay? And then teaching learning process will follow to develop those skills on the students in a class, and teaching learning process also supported by industry, tools and technology. So, there is a PO if you know modern tools uses. A institute is teaching a tools which is obsolete from the markets. So, skill on that tools is unwanted, not required today. So, why I use that skill in that tool? So, tools and technology also to be shared with industry. For example, suppose I am teaching a tools A which was used in 20 years ago, but today the tools is purely obsolete and developed a new tools, and that I have to teach the new tools using the new synthesis, using the new tools. So, that is why industry and academia collaboration, what kind of new tools is coming in the market for a particular course has to be also included here. Today, particularly in engineering education, without any modern tools, modern software tools or maybe a special kind of design tools, special kind of hardware tools, without tool you cannot teach the course. Suppose you said I teach a course on digital signal processing, and but you never told the student to write a program either in MATLAB or in Scilab or in some kind of program to develop. Are you teaching signal processing really? So, every course, that is also a PO requirement. So, not only used in the laboratory, but also used in a particular course also, that should be included. So, that also supported by industry. So, next class I will describe what is course outcome and what are the course structures. Okay? Thank you.